Hi! Let's talk about Shang-Chi. Hey guys, it's Caitlin. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm Caitlin. I made this channel so I could talk about / react to movies, music, etc. I love Marvel, Taylor Swift, occasionally Star Wars. If any of those things sound like anything you're interested in, feel free to stop by, subscribe if you feel like it, or don't, I don't really care. I went to see Shang-Chi today, and I thought I would talk about it, do a little bit of a review. I'm gonna try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. It's just me kind of giving you some things to expect, what to look for, how to prepare. Won't reveal any specific plot details, anything like that. But if you want to go in with zero expectations and just like go in blindly, don't watch this, obviously. Click off now. But if you're looking to avoid spoilers, but also know what to expect, what to look for, how to prepare yourself so that you're not totally confused, this is the video for you. I'm gonna try to divide this into segments. I have like a document pulled up on my computer of things to talk about. So I have it divided up into quality, technical details, all that stuff, and then I have plot and characters, my personal opinion, and just some important things to note going into the theater, how to prepare, etc. Quick disclaimer, there's no need to explain things to me in the comments. I'm gonna say a lot about things that I'm confused about that I just didn't pick up on. There's no need to tell me the answer to that. This isn't me asking for answers to my questions. This is genuinely just me saying my thoughts on the movie. You don't have to explain anything that I said I'm confused about. I'm gonna go rewatch it. I'll figure all of that out. I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'm good. Unless it's about the comics, so if you have comic details about Shang-Chi or just comic details in general, I'd love to hear them. But if it's anything to do with the movie or anything that I said I'm confused about, I've only seen it once. It's okay for me to be confused. I'll go back and rewatch it and I'll be good. Also, I think that I should show off the fit. I'm wearing 10 rings, including my earrings. I thought that was very fitting. Very proud of that. This top is from Marshall's. This is from Costco, probably, and these are from Loft. Yeah, I like my outfit. So yeah, let's just get started. As far as technical details and quality goes, visually it was gorgeous. There was a lot of like natural elements. It's very nature, spirituality focused. I think that's the best way I can describe it. The camera angles, the shots were gorgeous. I don't know, I feel like the whole movie just seemed to fit into one particular aesthetic. It was very aesthetically, visually, just beautiful. The music, I am a sucker for good music in films. Literally 90% of the time, that's what makes me cry, is the music, just because it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. WandaVision finale, would not have cried if the music wasn't there to accompany the scene, but the music in this was gorgeous, especially like the instrumentals. I really liked that. I feel like the instrumentals and the actual, hip-hop songs actually really meshed well together, and I'm glad that they had them both in the film. As far as the instrumentals go, very just like moving. I had so many chills. The visuals paired with the music just goes so well together. They did a really good job of that, especially the violin. I love the violin. I love when the violin makes an appearance. I think it's gorgeous, and there's a lot of that. Fight choreography was amazing. It's a lot more graceful and I think dance focused, I guess, than a lot of other MCU films, which was really interesting and a nice change, I think. I think the speed was decent. I'll talk more about that once I talk about the plot, but the first half was focused a lot on world building, which, I mean, makes sense. But the world building in this movie is insane. It's so good. Okay, plot and characters. Originally, I thought the first half seemed a little bit slow because it was just mainly focused on world building and all that, but I mean, after I thought about it all day, it would make sense. This is his first MCU movie, so like they kind of have to establish all of that, so I'm not upset about that. Just, be prepared that the first half is mainly focused on his origin story and world building and all that. I was confused at some points because I think there were a lot of times when he was training where he couldn't do something, but then he could. And I don't know what happened in between, so that was a little bit confusing. But I mean, that's really the only major flaw that I noticed, which isn't half bad. Some of the things in like the last 30 minutes didn't really make sense to me, but I think that's my fault because I think I zoned out at some point. I zone out at least once during every first viewing of a movie. You're just gonna have to get used to it. That's what happens. Hi, welcome to my channel. But no, there were a lot of things at the end that I personally just didn't pick up on. Again, nothing to do with the movie. I'm just not sure why certain things were there, how they got there, why they needed to be there, but I'm sure once I go back and rewatch the movie, I'll figure all that out. Simu Liu's acting is incredible, so good. He just expresses emotions so well, portrays how Shang-Chi feels so well. I loved Awkwafina's character. She's kind of the comedic relief of the whole movie, which I personally love a good comedic relief character. Lots of powerful women, which I really appreciated. They didn't sexualize women in this movie, which is very nice, but there were very few flaws in plot, flaws in character development. As far as my personal opinion goes, having only watched it once, probably a 9.5 out of 10. Literally the only reason the 0.5 is knocked off is because I just would have to go back and watch it again just to really solidify everything in my mind and get a chance to pick up on things that I wasn't able to the first time. Plot-wise, quality-wise, definitely in my top 5, no question. I think it's the best introduction of a character into the MCU by far. It's very underhyped. Literally, I haven't seen a single negative review about this movie, which does not at all line up with the fact that it got so little hype and excitement leading up to it. It deserves so much more love and appreciation. The most important things I could give you to note before you go in to see the movie. I would recommend rewatching Iron Man 3, Doctor Strange, and Endgame if you feel like it, but that's not really important. The main one that I wish I would have gone back and rewatched is Iron Man 3, so you don't have to rewatch them if you're like already familiar with the characters and plot somewhat. You don't have to know the movie in and out. You can literally Google the synopsis online and just read that, that's fine too. But yeah, just make sure you're familiar with those movies. There are 2 post-credit scenes. Do not leave after the first one. There is a second one. Don't leave. I know so many people who just got up after the first one and I was like, where are you going? Stay for both, please. Please don't leave. Someone will probably yell at you. That's all I've got. Please go see this movie. It's genuinely so good. Yes, definitely would recommend. I'll do other reviews on this channel that aren't spoiler free just because I know there's gonna be some movie that I'm just gonna need to vent about, probably cry about, but this one is a spoiler free. I hope this was beneficial. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!